Oh, holy moly. Whew. Oh my God! I was like, that was a representation of how Melvin Capital has so many balls that they need to juggle. So many of these hedge funds are running scared, and we are coming back at you at full force. We got our ties on, we got our shirts buttoned, and we are talking to you live right now. How's it going, Colbster, X Bandit, Shyam Rama, and then the Vlad Hernandez. That's a cool name, of Vlad and Hernandez together. Kendo Gaming. We got Zao Mathar. We got Dobramir Raynov and Jillian Marchioli. We out here. How's it going, guys? We have a lot to talk about, and we are gonna get straight on into it. Let me see if this is the right one. There we go, that's not bad. So we have, let me check out the screen. We have GameStop trading a little bit up from where we left it. Still red in the day, but just 1% down at 262.53. And an hour and a half from the end of the market. Looking like Josh's vote of confidence for the squeeze happening today is not likely. Or is it just going to happen in the last 30 minutes? We will see. We will see. We have 24 minutes ago a German update from Mr. HeyItsPixel, and that is pretty cool. But I don't speak German, so I don't know what is happening. However, is what is going to happen today? His DD thoughts and theories we have pulled up right here. And we are going to read his brand new update. How's it going, all of you? Let's get scissors in the chat for all the paper hands that have left. We actually saw some paper hands in my live chat a few, maybe an hour ago during when I was on Trey's and Max Mayer's live chat. It was fun. Can we please make some money today? Yeah, I would love to. I would love to. Ring ring. Who called? It's $10,000 right here. That is the money that we. Whoa! What's going on? This money's going crazy. No, this is fake money. It's not real. Is money ever real? Well, these tendies are likely real. So what's gonna happen today? Let us get this on the screen. We are having this is DD thoughts and theory. SSR is triggered for tomorrow now. This is some brand new stuff that Mr. Friend of the show, Josh, HeyItsPixel was on the show of talking about earlier. Let's see, look at this. Okay, so this is his thoughts. What's going to happen today? DD, my thoughts and theory on the GameStop subreddit. How's it going? Almost 1,000 of you in here. Let's wait until a couple more people show up so that we can learn about stonks together. Scissors in the chat right there. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, sorry. We already have 1,500 people chilling. How's it going, guys? 1,500 people chilling right now. No financial advice, speculation, theory, DD. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose, blah, blah, blah. Karen, please call me. I want to see our kids again. If you guys missed that interview, go ahead and check that out. But we had both Renzel and HeyItsPixel on the show. As you guys know, GME is on the SSR since yesterday's price drop. What is the SSR rule? The short sale rule, or the SSR is known as the alternative uptick rule, or SEC Rule 201. This just means that now the fangs, the little kitty cat claws that Mr. Hedge Fund, Mr. Melvin, and Mr. Kenny G were able to do before, they can't do it anymore. They just simply cannot short the stock as on downticks anymore. When the stock performs poorly, that gives opportunity to go ahead and pile on it like a bunch of lions trying to attack a wounded buffalo. But now there is no more opportunity for the hedge funds to do exactly that. So at the very least, we should see sideways trading for today and tomorrow, which is why I am so excited to get 4 more shares of GME. Guys, if you want me to buy $1,000 of GME, then you guys know what to do. I need to get those numbers up here. We need to go see the numbers get all the way up to 50,000. We're about to pass that 50,000, that half 100,000 mark in terms of subscribers. So if you guys have just tuned in, I'm sure all of you have already touched the subscribe button and turned notifications on. If you haven't yet, now is the time. Beautiful, beautiful time. We are about to cover Power Hour, and we cannot wait anymore. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on a sec. Okay, I guess this is the right one. Let's see the live chat here. Get rid of that. We have Rafael Lopez in the chat. We got Pitbull82. Oh, hey, you didn't answer my super chat when you joined Max and Matt's stream. He was wanting my opinion on will the stock market crash when GME and AMC squeeze. Yes, temporarily. This is already understood as basically fact. When the stock market has to reel back from the hedge funds who have to liquidate their positions, in order to cover their shorts, your parents and your grandparents' retirement funds are going to see a pretty massive dip because the hedge funds have a bunch of assets that are not money, right? They have assets in 401ks, they have assets in ETFs, and all of these support the normal economy, let's say the non-meme stock economy. So it will crash the market temporarily, but as we've said before, oftentimes, over and over again, the market only goes up, stocks only go up. So we will see an important lesson being heard here that hedge funds were the ones that started this mess, and all we are doing is buying a stock and holding it, right? All we're doing is buying stock and holding it. And hey, this is a great time to say, if you have never been to one of these streams, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a smooth-brained ape who just happens to be a data scientist. That is my mentor and professor. That's Professor Meatball, and we are here to talk directly to you about market action at close. It's about 30 minutes more, about 23 more minutes until power hour, and we are looking at AMC pushing through $10.35. This is where the action has been trying to trend through, trying to push $10.35. It was soundly rejected at $10.45, and now it is trading right between two levels of resistance and support. Don't know what that means? Well, resistance and support is just a friendly indicator of exactly how the population of AMC and GME buyers and sellers are trying to make an agreement. Essentially, imagine closing your eyes and going into a room and trying to guess what the temperature is, right? At the same time, a bunch of other people have their eyes closed and trying to guess the temperature as well. You can keep yelling numbers at each other, but that doesn't really change the value of the room temperature, right? That is how a normal free economy works. You can shout at each other, but the actual valuation, the fundamentals of how much a company is worth is already set in stone. So when you buy it, like as in you say it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, people are going to start to agree with you, right? Because hey, if it's hot to you, it probably is hot to me as well. At the very least, that is how the normal market works. Buying action causes the price to go upward, and selling action, but when people start saying, oh, the price is actually lower, it gets lower as well. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That is how the stock market works. So now that we've understood that, let me give you another crazy part of the story. There is coerced buying and selling in the market. How can this be? If you guys have been living under a rock, we've been talking about shorts. Look at this big pile of $10,000 bills. I think that this amount of $10,000 bills is going to go down in value, right? I'm going to bet against it. And if I wanted to bet against it, I have to actually sell it now and then buy it back later, right? Let's say I have this book here, The Power of Habit. Really good book. If you wanted to grab it, this is how I stay productive and do all these live streams. Let's say that we have this book here, and then we want to short it. We sell it now because you don't own it. You borrow it from someone else, and then you sell it. Kind of like from a library. That's a good analogy right there. You take it from the library, you say, I'm going to go ahead and sell it right now, and I need to continue paying library overdue fees until I give that book back. That is exactly where the Melvin Capitals, the hedge funds, and the other institutions that are deep in their shorts is. So now that you've been caught up, this is going to be a coerced buy in the future. They need to buy this book back now that they've sold it and give it back to the library, who is charging them overdue fees, millions of dollars of overdue fees a day. Godpill, what's going on? DFE tweet, love that guy. Let's go look at DFE's tweet while I continue on this analogy. Roaring Kitty. If you guys are just joining and you're not sure who Roaring Kitty is, he is our Lord and Savior, Stonk Jesus, who looks like he has tweeted a little cat. Looks like this is a cat. So this is Roaring Kitty's cat gif. Cat is coming out of the box, right? It looks like this is not a dead cat. It looks like this cat is alive, right? This cat's alive right now. Is it? Oh, it jumped out of the box. Okay. Who knows what that means? Probably means it's not a dead cat. This is the, if you guys have not been caught up yet, this is a meme or just a fun thing that we say when we're talking about AMC, specifically AMC, but also with GME, when people are afraid of whether or not the stock will still squeeze. It is not a dead cat. Okay. Aya Vanda, thank you for the super. GME needs to go up 50 to 60% to reach 400. I personally don't think it'll hit that high. Thank you, Aya Vanden. We were talking about the prediction that Josh made today that the gamma squeeze is going to start today. Okay, so we covered the fact that, you know, an overdue library book is a great way to think about the squeeze potential here. There's a lot of books that need to be bought, and if you go out to your bookstore and buy these books, then the original guy who sold a library book when he wasn't supposed to is going to have a really hard time buying these books back. And he has basically sold so many books and then kept on borrowing it from people that he sold it from that recursively there is more books owed to by this guy than books exist. So that is the story, the saga of how this is. Now, new things have started to come into play, new regulations and rules that will make it so that this guy can never make this mistake ever again. However, that means that this is the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you guys right now to jump on the money train, which is why I would love to buy another $1,000 at GME. If you guys can help me, hit that subscribe button. The God Pill. Is it safe to come out now? Fetty done pumping the stocks? Is it safe to come out? Please, please, please. I'll check the audio on DFE tweet. Okay. AMC flying. I would consider this flying. AMC is trying to push on the 1035 resistance level. If you guys have not yet understood what resistance and support is, I will explain it in just a second, right? It is the idea that previously on Dragon Ball Z, previously on this analogy when everyone is just going into a room with their eyes closed and trying to guess what the temperature is, well, the same people guessing what the price of the temperature is are the same people this week and next week and the week after, more or less, right? Outliers will come in and out, retail investors will come in and out, but more or less the same big fat institutions and the people that can actually move volume around, those are the people that are making the proper guesses on how much the stock is worth, what the temperature of the room actually is. So these levels of resistance where the stock tries to get up to and then ends up falling off and getting rejected by, that is essentially the stock price that will have trouble later, right? If we couldn't make an agreement on whether or not the AMC is worth $10.30 today, we were going to have the exact same problem tomorrow and the day after, which is why we track this. And if we can agree that it is worth more than $10.35, that's when a level of resistance can actually end up becoming a level of support. And that is good mojo for us. We have seen and charted over tons of different levels of resistance and support. Specifically, let's look at GME. Let's look at it on the hourly chart, and you will see just so many levels of resistance and support. These are just numbers at which GME is going to have trouble unless there is some sort of catalyst or momentum passing through. So each of these levels you can consider like a roadblock or a speed bump. It's essentially a guessing game of whether or not GME is going to have the same historical trouble of the people yelling in the empty room of what the temperature is with their eyes closed. Okay. Now, with that analogy, let's go back to the saga of GameStop. So why did Josh come on the show and tell us all, hey, the price of GameStop is going to be $400 today, and if not today, then at least tomorrow? Well, it's because of gamma squeezes, a fairly new invention that I'm sure all of you are already educated on, but let's bring everybody up to speed right now. The gamma squeeze is the idea that, well, at times, instead of actually guessing what the temperature is of the room, someone can bet that the temperature of the room is going to get to a certain number. That is a contract that is, if it's higher than the temperature right now, that is a call option contract. And if it's lower than the temperature, then that's a put option. And that is a gamble on whether or not the price or the temperature of the room is going to get to a certain number, higher or lower. The real gig. Sup, brother? Andrew and Meatball just tuning in. Can you please cover one more time why Josh thinks it will go into gamma squeeze today? Greets, Taha. What's up, Taha? Yes, let us cover exactly why Josh thinks it is going to be a gamma squeeze today. But let me finish the gamma squeeze analogy. So if I am selling you the contract that you think the temperature of the room is going to be a certain number, then I need to also hedge my bets, right? I don't want to be wrong if the temperature starts rising. The temperature is like pretty obvious to everyone, like how hot it is, how cold it is, but we are still constantly guessing, right? If it starts to turn up the heat and get closer and closer to your strike price, the temperature that you are betting on, then I'm going to have to piggyback on your bet. I'm going to have to buy the stock so that when it's time for you to exercise your contract, I don't end up losing a ton of money. That is called delta hedging. So it's the bookie at a horse race betting on the same horse when it comes closer to the fact that it looks like the horse is going to win. And that is exactly the snowball effect that causes a gamma squeeze. As the horse starts to take third place and fourth place, so overtake fourth place and overtake third place, overtake second place, it gets more and more momentum because more and more contracts become in the money, which means as the price of the stock rises above these strike prices, we see that the institutions that have not yet bought the stock needs to try and buy it in order to cover their naked options. All right, now that we all understand, GameStop is hovering at $260, and I'm trying to buy some. I'm trying to buy 4 stocks at GameStop when we hit 50,000 subscribers, and the reason why is because Josh came on the show and said the SSR list was triggered seemingly on purpose. There is a greater number of brain cells out there, wrinkly brain cells in the larger institutions that have the power to throw around this weight. The SSR was also triggered today as well, in the beginning of the day. So now, as a protection from the Melvins of the world trying to short GameStop, it can no longer be shorted today or tomorrow on the downticks. Whenever GameStop starts trending downwards, no one can short it. No one can take library books and sell them without permission. And that is exactly what WeBull and Robinhood are doing to you if you have a margin account. They are selling your library books without permission and not giving you a single piece of the profit. So make sure, if you don't care about options, which is the concept of the horse race that we talked about just a second ago, make sure to go ahead and turn your margin accounts into cash accounts. Python or R? Python all the way. R is not good. Okay, so let's see, almost power hour. Give me some whale action. Let's go. Okay, so yes, buy your GME now before it gets too spendy. So now that you understand what hedging is and what a delta spike could be, I am considering buying my GME right now because you guys are going to inevitably get me up to 50,000 and I want to catch the boat. I want to catch this before it gets too high. So I have, let's see how close we are. I have 49,612 subscribers, just 400 more of you. 10% of the people on this stream right now. I know there's 10% of you that are not subscribed. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, make my day, because we are trying to explain to more Moon Platoon members, to more Space Apes, to more Gorilla Gang members, the Neandernauts as well. We are trying to get them on board with the amount of education we have here, the amount of financial freedom and passive income education. First step to investing in yourself is slamming that subscribe button. Patty Randawa, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay, so and that is mainly the reason why. When the SSR was triggered, a bunch of call options were added to the list. And like I talked about in terms of that snowball effect, even the Forbes article earlier was talking about the snowball effect. It essentially means that there is going to be a ton of buying action very, very soon. Okay, so give me my tendies, they say. Yes. And that is exactly what is happening. With GameStop right now, we are hovering at $258. That is $20 up on the daily low of $232, but it is $30, $20-ish down from the daily high of 281. Both of those were accomplished basically in the first hour and a half of the market. So volatility happens at the beginning of the market and volatility happens at the end, which is why we call it power hour. We're expecting some serious action when the time gets closer. So one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to find a little bit of DD. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, and then I'm going to get my throat ready in 10 minutes for the power hour of our lives. Let's see if the theory is true that that Mr. Josh HeyItsPixel will figure out that the squeeze was supposed to be today, and it actually does come true. Patricia, thank you for the super chat. Trey got in trouble? Bryce says. What happened to Trey? Someone tell me. Oh no. Patricia said, would they just keep short selling to keep the price down so they don't have to buy the call options? Confused. Short selling is now no longer allowed on the downticks, which means that if they short, the price goes down, and then they can't short anymore. And then if the price goes back up, they can short, but then the price will go back down. So they can't short anymore. That's exactly the point of being on the SSR list. It's a protection against this exact type of tomfoolery, which is hurting our precious boys in blue, our apes in blue right now, our apes in green, because that color is the color of tendies. Straight up. If you are a member, let me see some tendies in the chat. And if you are not yet a member, go ahead and press that join button. Helps the stream. But if you don't have the funds because it spend it all on GME or AMC, go ahead and give me some scissors in the chat right now. Let me check my volume. Let me check that volume. Something with the military. Oh no, the military got Trey. Oh no, scissors in the chat for honoring our military. If you're not American though, then you don't have to, I suppose. Let's see. Trey is fine. Trey just got called in by his commander. He couldn't elaborate. Uh-oh. Oh no. Trey got called into his boss's office. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to build out this little video here. Let's see. Scissors in the chat. Yes, rip Melvin Capital. You see that? Melvin and Friends gave us a super chat over here. Please don't take all our money, guys. We just want to be friends. No. We're not going to be friends with you. Also, Brendan has yet to buy another 30 shares of GME because we have not yet gotten to 5,500 subscribers. And let's see if I can find the page in which he promised to do 3,500 subs. I think it's this one. No, it's this one. There we go. So he says, good morning, my fellow children investors. If we hit 3,000 likes, I will buy another 5,000 in GME. Actually, that's not even right either. I think it's this one. Yes, that's it. So he says, hit that like button, get 5,500 likes so that I can buy the dip for another $1,000 in GME. I'm not going anywhere. And also we have Mr. Brendan Burns, Uncle B, has said that he is going to buy Matt's Bloody Duck shirt. If that's confusing, this is a Versace shirt that Matt Kors often talks about as an inside joke. So he is gonna buy that Bloody Duck shirt if you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Oh, Monica, thank you so much for. You don't have to. You didn't have to join as a member. Thank you, Monica, for joining the stream. Okay. So what are we gonna talk about now? I need to do something here. I need to go like this. There we go. Okay. Scissors in the chat. Let's go. Meatball Mafia. Let's get this bread, guys. We are looking at how many people in the chat. We got 4,600, almost 5,000 people excited as heck for Power Hour. I'm gonna let you guys relax for 5 minutes while we get ready for Power Hour. It is about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to happen. Hope you guys are ready for it. Hope you guys are pumped to the tees, and that is exactly the kind of energy that we are going to have. Elvis Presley, I am going to ban you from the channel. Do not do any racist slurs. Man. Racism is not cool. Okay, so we are getting ready for the final Power Hour. Thank you for the super. Illegal Monkey. If Professor Meatball eats a meatball, is it cannibalism? Yes, which is why he can't have any. Which is why he can't have any meatballs. Okay, almost done. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm preparing some DD, but I'm also gonna try and put this edit through. Moon Platoon members, give me some scissors in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens and everything in betweens. $400 is the price prediction. That's insanity. $400, like, how many of you, let me see some peppers in the chat if you believe $400 makes any sense. What do you guys think? If you let's get some what do you guys think? Okay, so this was done now. Okay, so we had covered Pixel's DD, and we are just ecstatic right now because it is something that is very bullish for Josh to say. He is the Nostradamus of the GME saga, and he thinks that there is going to be a sweet gamma squeeze coming soon. When? He thinks as soon as today. So if you guys saw that he was on the stream earlier, it was very cool. Let us look at if this is the right one. Is this one? Is it, which one is it? Is it this one? No. This one? This one, this one, this one. Okay, here we go. So what just happened? Here's what he thinks. Prepare for a sweet gamma squeeze. So GameStop doesn't look like it is close to squeezing just yet. However, if you guys had not caught up yet, Renzel and HeyItsPixel was here earlier on the live stream. They had answered a ton of questions. I'll clip those later for you guys to check it out. But here is what he thinks. Prepare for a sweet, sweet gamma squeeze. I'm gonna thank a bunch of you that for the super. Alexis Vega, how close to expiration should you close out of the money call options? Right now, the power, I can't give you financial advice, first of all, but the power hour, the money time is the quadruple wishing day, March 19th. Code Moses, thank you so much for joining the Special Operation Infantry of the Meatball Army. You are part of the Moon Platoon proper now. Thank you for pressing that join button next to the subscribe button. I appreciate it a ton. Okay, so edit 1, edit 2, edit 3, edit 4. This is an important question. Why did they trigger the SSR rule yesterday and not Friday? Well, first of all, the SSR is now triggered for Friday. It happened when HeyItsPixel was actually on the show because it dropped down to $232. Because I think without this intervention, we would have mooned yesterday. So Pixel's under the assumption that we would have mooned yesterday because there was so many call options that would have been in the money at $350. So that's 10 million more shares just being bought, doubling the call option count of, like, I think it was like 13 million last time, all the way up to $800, doubling that amount, which is just extra gasoline on the fire. Boom, boom. Okay, so let's see, just to clarify, open interest for options get updated, so that's why we wanted to be able to update that. Too long didn't read. The hedge funds that want to F Citadel and friends by causing this drop, just caused this drop by selling a large amount of shares in order to trigger the SSR and load up on some shares and options with a lower base price and premium. Read the edits above for more information. I answer most of the questions there. Okay, so that number was 222 and change yesterday. It was 232 and change today. What is going on? Who's Mr. Writer? Okay, so yeah, people are asking whether or not I should get my shares now. Well, it is the sub count. Guys, we are trying to get up to 50,000 subs. We are only 180 away. 180 away to get another 4 shares, another $1,000 of GME. Guys, come on, get us up there. Get this man a sub. Get this meatball a sub. Sanguine says, long-time listener, first-time donation. More will come once on Moon. Question: what do you think about other heavily shorted stocks like BBY and BB? As of right now, GME and AMC are trying to take advantage of this very new invention called the gamma squeeze. So that's why it makes it unique, right? Heavily shorted, sure, that's what makes them similar. But right now, the gamma squeeze, the amount of call options that are trying to roll into being in the money by March 19th, that is humongous. It's really important. Rosa Deza says, go to Liz Clayman Twitter, a post 28 minutes ago about AMC. Okay. Certainly. Thank you for the super and the knowledge. Namaste. I appreciate that. Okay, Liz Clayman, #1 business news anchorman in America. She's the #1 in America? Wow, I'm so happy to know her. Okay, so hold on, I'm being too funny today. Let's see, look at this. Okay. Can I do this? Okay, here. So now we do that. There we go. Okay, so what is Ms. Liz Clayman saying? She says, alert, WallStreetBets, rebels may be very interested to hear the news I'll be breaking about one of their favorite meme stocks. I caught AMC CEO Adam Aron by phone just before his flight took off as LA theaters are poised to reopen. Saturday, will AMC tune in at 3 p.m. Eastern? And that's right now. Okay. Can I stream straight up? Wait, what channel is this? What channel? Did I miss something? Don't forget the meatball bobblehead. Yeah, that's right. That is insanity. That is Power Hour. We are in the very first minute of Power Hour, and we're looking at GameStop. Please, I don't want a Delta hedge, guys. Just give me 180 more subs, and we are there. We are golden. We are cooking with Crisco, as trades would say. Scissors in the chat from Mostafia. That's a really cool Mostafa. That's a very cool name. Let's see. Only 107 subscribers away. We're getting so dang close. Andrew, could you explain why the days GME and AMC look identical? Right now, the accepted explanation is that they're in ETFs, and then ETFs trade and change two different prices at the exact same time, but that still seems very, I'm skeptical of that. It's most likely that the people short attacking AMC are also short attacking GME, and that just makes sense from like a tactics standpoint. GME is in the very first minute of Power Hour, only at 25 million volume, very low compared to yesterday and the day before even. AMC is looking at 80 million, rough 73 million volume. That's not too bad. It was like 4 or 5 times the volume of GME yesterday. Now it is only about 3 times the volume. Normally, a couple of last week when AMC was trading at twice the volume roughly of GME, this is starting to look like massive volume changes on AMC's side. Zan, welcome to the Special Ops Infantry member of the chat. I really do appreciate you joining the Meatball Army and getting your certificate of satisfaction. All right, so what am I gonna do with you guys? Oh, Sinister Gates. GME needs to moon so I can buy a Taco Bell restaurant for the hedgies to work at. Yes, that is one of the best things I've ever heard. Oh man. Superman says, can I please check Twitter? Yes, but what is your Twitter handle? If you guys want me to look at something, you have to tell me the Twitter handle, because the messages fly by so fast. There's almost no chance that I'm going to catch just one message. Oh, it's Fox News. Okay, let me see if I can catch Fox News with Liz Clayman She's claiming that she has the news that we want to hear. Fox News with Liz Clayman. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how to get there. Liz Clayman, Fox. Unlikely, unless one of you sends that link to me on Instagram at AndrewMoMoney. Always be plugging. Go ahead and make sure that we already passed 2,000 followers on Instagram. Go ahead, guys. I post cute pictures of Meatball there all the time. Oh boy. Okay, so we're looking at minute by minute volume because this is WeBull, whoever asked down below, and we are looking at some nothing. We're looking at basically no movement from GameStop whatsoever. I am waiting to buy my $100,000. Oh, only 48 subscribers away. We are 48 subs away. I know we can do it. You guys are feeling strong, feeling powerful. We have at 49,952 subscribers. We only have 48 more. And now you guys are gonna have to take a look at my face because I'm expecting that you guys are going to make me buy. So I'm gonna open up my wallet on WeBull. Oh my lord. Open up that account. Don't you open up that window. Okay, so Mike Smith says he sent donkey pics. What are donkey pics? Almost 6,000 of you right now. We are looking at the power hour. Is this right? No, this. No, this. Okay, this. So we're looking at power hour right now. We're trying to get the like count up. If we get to 5,500, Brandon is gonna buy just so many stonks. We do want that to happen. We are looking at the subscriber count, and we passed it, ladies and gentlemen. 50,020. 50,020. I gotta capture that because this is a big milestone. Gotta thank everyone. 50,020 subs. There we go. GameStop is on a rip. GameStop, stop it. Stop. I need to add this order right now. Okay. GameStop, stop it. Oh my god, why didn't I hedge? Place an order. Add order. Okay, buy. It doesn't matter what price it is. 270. Buy 4. Okay, place order. Okay, that's this is confirmation for oh wait, no, this is not, no, 10 is too much. I want 4. Okay, place order. All right, $1,000. Buy. Done. Boom, baby. Submitted. $1,000 more of GME. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. We like the stock. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 6,000 of you waiting for power hour, and right now GME is on a rip. GME has just surpassed 263. That is where we have been waiting for GME to pass for a long time. Let's get some scissors in the chat for those even the ones that have fallen, even the fallen Moon Platoon members who decided to sell earlier today. We did it, boys and girls. We did it, kings, queens, everything in between. We just bought another $1,000 of GME, of delicious GME. Whoa, this music. What is happening right now? No, stop. We can't. No. We can't. Turn that off. No, stop it. Stop. That was copyrighted. I couldn't show the volume there, but that scared me. We have my roommate and my girlfriend playing some congratulation music, but we can't show that music. It is against copyright. I'm gonna get copyright strikes just for the 5 seconds there. Okay, market close. We are looking hot and heavy right now. 265.57. We're feeling good. I buy another $1,000 of GME. Okay, live. That's live. We just did it. Okay, so almost 6,000 of you in the chat. We're making waves right now. We're looking at power hour. Thank you for the super, Paul Smith. Oh my lord. Thank you for the super big scissors in the chat for Paul. Big scissors. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a ton. We are at 50,000 subs. That took 11 days, more or less. I think we were at 20,000 back on last Sunday. So 4 plus 7, yeah, that's been 11 days, and we have 2.5x our growth. That is phenomenal. Welcome, Moon Platoon. You guys get all of the glory. The Julio, can you look at Zine? What do you think? I'm at 6. I'd like to meaning more. Greeting from Finland. I'm gonna add Zine to the backlog. I'm starting a big old backlog, and I'm going to, once the gamma squeeze is over, start filling in all of the I'm gonna just write on this money. So I'm gonna put Zine. Okay, so that is there. This is my $100 bill to keep notes, and the rest go over there. I'm so excited. What's going on, guys? GameStop is pushing against that 269 resistance level, just pushing it, just trying to get on up over there. But we are looking at HeyItsPixel's prediction that we are going to get above 400 today. 400. Is it possible? Who's to say? All we know is that right now, Brandon and Mr. Brandon Burns and Mr. Jake Howden and Mr. Pitbull82, they all have a need for you to press that like button. Press that like button right away. Holy moly. Yes, yes, yes. AMC and GME blasting. Let's go, baby. Thrusters are primed. How's it going? I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee. Woo! Yes. Okay. We are loving it now. Yes. Okay. Brianna says, Andrew, your Rensol and Pixel interview is at the top of RGME. What? No way. That's awesome. Space Kitty XD says, do you sell at Gamma or does a better squeeze come later? If you sell at Gamma, HeyItsPixel said he promised you that he would go and beat you up in real life. So if you sell at Gamma, that is the floor of the short squeeze, essentially, right? The Gamma squeeze pushes us up. We are hoping for a margin call once the hedgies do not want. Once the hedgies cannot afford to cover with their positions all liquidated, they are ultimately going to have to end up with a big fat bill, right? That is called a margin call, and we are waiting for the price to go so high that there's no chance that they can afford to cover them. Now, that said, be prepared for some massive liquidation all across the market, right? It's essentially taking all of this money and moving it into GME because they did this, right? They took all these library books, they said, you know, these library books, they're not worth anything. I'm going to sell them now, and then I'm going to buy them back later, right? Or at the very least, the whole library book the whole library might go out of business if you keep borrowing their books and selling them. That is a great analogy, actually. You took the library books from the library, and now you're just selling them, and now the library is about to go out of business. That is GameStop. That is GameStop, and they were hoping to bankrupt GameStop. Look at how healthy my boy is. They cannot take GameStop's health away from you. All you have is your health. Right now, GameStop is so far away from the under $4 figure that they originally shorted it at. If they could have covered at $40, they would have. Even if this drops $100, another $100, it would still be at above $40 where it trades sideways for weeks. Why didn't they cover back then? Do you think they're going to cover now? Suddenly, they're less stubborn because they realize that we are serious? No, they are going to keep making the same mistakes, but we are not, because we are the Moon Platoon, baby. We are the Moon Platoon. Brooklyn Buddha, AMC Warner Media rumors? That is very exciting, actually. I do want to cover that. Incredibly exciting. Superman says, I can send you a private message on Instagram so you can see it has the link as well. Yes, please do send me a message on Instagram. Always be plugging Andrew Mo Money, Instagram.com. Okay, so. Man, I'm so excited. The official name of someone sent me that Mafia is not sensitive, so that's why the official name of the fan base here is the Moon Platoon, right? So that is what we're going with here. And an individual member of the Moon Platoon is a Mo Monkey. So there you go. That's the official stance there. Oh, look, watch Fox News on Fox Business. Okay, thank you. Let's see. So we got that tweet. Superman, if he wasn't afraid of green rocks, thank you for the tweet. Let's look at your tweet. And then we'll look at some Fox News if we have the time. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate it. Okay, so back this to Josh. I have so much upkeep to do later. So Superman, if he wasn't afraid of green rocks, says, hey, you didn't tag me in this tweet. Why didn't you tag me in? Why didn't you tag me in this tweet if I'm the one showing it on my channel? Just joking around. Please retweet and spread this around as much as possible. Okay, let's look at this. At everyone, I've been making blah 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 blah. In about 10 minutes, they pulled their live chat down. What is this? What is the point of this? In addition to multiple reports, and as of now, people impersonating influencers such as Trades, or Matt's codes are kind of convinced. Oh, okay. People are trying to steal their identities. Okay, that is very important. Yes, always be sure. We're not going to try to tell you anything that's financial advice. That would be ridiculous, right? We're not trying to tell you any financial advice. We're not trying to tell you to sell, buy, or hold. So if anybody's trying to impersonate me and trying to tell you like, hey, come to Telegram and do this and do other stuff that is very sketchy, definitely not me. Okay, people can easily just start another account. I just had to block an Andrew Mo Money bot down below. So if I try to tell you about anything, do not believe me if I'm trying to like get you to do something in the comments. Matthew S says, Matt on Instagram sent you a couple pictures of my puppers. Matthew, you are on deck to show your puppies. And now let's see if we have Fox News here. Choose your provider. Oh yeah, I can't. I don't have cable. Oops. So there we go. Like to see it. And I'm Andrew Mo Money everywhere on the internet. So there you go. All right. So we are a few minutes away from the end of Power Hour, 45 minutes away from the end of Power Hour. We got scissors in the chat right now. We love the stonk. And if you guys like this stream, I know 6,000 of you equals 6,000 likes on this video. So Mr. Brandon right here, if we get 5,500 likes, he'll buy another 1,000 in GME. And Mr. Brendan over here wants me to hit 5,000 likes. So 5,500 likes and 5,000 likes is the goal right now. Let's get those likes in the chat to spread this out into the YouTube algorithm and get it out in front of as many people as possible. Okay. Let's see. Los Angeles is going to open this weekend, looks like. Yeah, we got some exciting AMC and GME news right now. I wonder if it's going to be enough to push it past certain levels of momentum. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so Matt, you are on deck to show your dogs. There we go. Oh, you haven't sent me a message. Are you not Matt? I just followed a random person named Matt with 0 posts. So now I feel a little silly. Send me your message. Send me your Instagram handle again. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the most important part of our lives right now, the Gamma Squeeze. The Gamma Squeeze, once again, is the initial booster rocket to get onto the actual full squeeze. The full squeeze that we've been talking about on this channel for a long time is this short squeeze that has no actual, there's no actual amount of money in mind. That's why we've been having these 100K and 500K videos. It could be infinite monies. Probably not though. There's a lot of actual reasons why it can't be infinite monies. We covered that on the live stream with an interview with Renzel and HeyItsPixel, big researchers in the GME community. I'm excited. Our GME has me as top. I'm very excited. People who are here right now, we are looking at the charts. We are trying to see GameStop push past the 263 barrier, 269 level of resistance that it keeps bouncing between. I set up these barriers of resistance and support a while ago, and look, they're just following it perfectly. This is how it works, right? Resistance and support is real. Let's see. Gosu here. Hold on. Yeah, no politics. No politics in the chat. Gosu will do his mod thing and be mad at you. Stop that. So now we are looking at the GameStop and AMC technical levels of support and resistance. Let's look at AMC too. It has just been barely able to bounce out of 1035. Thank you, KTY, for joining as a special infantry operations soldier on the Meatball Army. I really appreciate you joining and pressing that join button next to the subscribe button. AMC had a daily high of $10.87. That was like minutes after the market opened. and unfortunately it's been trailing sideways for the entire day. Now we see this bouncing like a ball, right? Bouncing of losing potential momentum. This is dangerous if you start selling in small batches, because it signals to the it signals that multiple people in the world are very scared about AMC right now, and they are leaving their position. This is kind of like how the stock market works. Multiple people can change the mind of how much the room is, right? And the amount of sells it contributes to the price drop. But always we keep in mind what volume does, right? Because volume ultimately is one of the best indicators. I covered this in my DataGasm video, but specifically the VWAP here is the orange line here, and the purple line is the exponential moving average for 200 days, and the blue line is the 15-day moving average. So we are looking, Pixel buying 1,250 stock in 15 minutes. Look at his Reddit. He's buying more stonks. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is the what it says in German now. Okay, good. I should have realized that. So, HeyItsPixel has been on the show three times now. It says right here that and I'm starting to worry about his safety, because he is putting out his positions and trying to tell people to sell or something. So he says, if we're under $300 by 9:30, I'll buy 1,250 more shares. Didn't really want to add more, but I think this is the last chance to hit poop. To hit poop? That would give him 4,257, of course, with pictures too. So we have 10 minutes before HeyItsPixel is going to buy another 1,200 shares. That is insanity. Chica Cry says, I believe your clock is wrong on that back wall. Can Meatball get a treat? Meatball, here you go. I believe that clock is right. However, it just might be reverse, because that way I'm like a mirror. That way when I pull up my left hand, my right hand shows up. And put my right hand, my left hand shows up. Oh boy. So we are looking at GME trading sideways, bouncing off between these levels at 263 and 269. We are looking at our Mr. Josh HeyItsPixel tuning in and saying that he is going to buy another 1,250 shares. He didn't want to add any more, but he is going to. Okay, so more stocks than I ever have in the bank account. Looking forward to the GME parties. What's up, Star Aurora? Thank you for joining as a special operative of the Meatball Army. I appreciate that. Thank you for pressing the join button next to the subscribe button. Oh, man. Can your chart setups on TradingView be shared? This is not TradingView. This is WeBull. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, right? It's just dark mode for WeBull. If you haven't yet used the WeBull link in the description down below, it's good. It's good. I'm a data scientist. I use it. It's not bad. We are looking at we usually have a guest member on the chart. So this is the bully chart right here. Today in the bully chart, we have MDM Permian. It has been up like 180% on the day, when it went to from like literally a penny 5 days ago to 96 cents. It has since dropped about 50% of its gains, but still up 130%. So that is our guest spot right here. Eric Gomez says, tomorrow my restaurant, Eric's the Mercedes Kid, will be a year in business in Yakima, Washington, open during the pandemic. Go check out Eric's the Mercedes Kid right now. If you live in Yakima, Washington, go support your local restaurants, guys. We are trying to pull each other through the pandemic right now. Boop the Snoot says, Tim Collage. Boop. Look at his little tie. He's so excited for the squeeze. It is unlikely that we are gonna see that much price action until probably the last 30 minutes. That is when that's basically the power half hour. That is when it really starts to pick up. So let's see if Josh's prediction is true. And again, he has covered himself in saying that if the squeeze does not happen today, it may as well happen tomorrow, because the short sell list was triggered for tomorrow as well. Matthew S. Oh, it's Mechmats. It's not Mechmat. Got it. Now I gotta unfollow Mechmat. Who's this person? Unfollow. Okay, Mechmats. There we go. Okay, let's get a dog in here to help with the the war effort. This is a war, by the way. This is a war. We just got to 50,000 subs, and so I bought another $1,000 of GME on stream. Login 122 says, "Can you help me? Can I help you with a math question?" Sure. What kind of math question you got? I will help you. I will help you. I want to do math. Oh man, Brandon Stein says, "I keep hearing volume is good and what you need, and I was just wondering how and why is my other stock Sundial have a 200K volume but low price? You have to help me understand. The volume is relative. So that's probably going to help you with the best way of beginning to figure it out. This is Remy from MechMats. So cute. Let's get Remy in the chat. Some Remy's in the chat. Let's go. Give MeatBall a treat. 50K. Just hit 50K. As you guys know, oh my God, was it yesterday? It was yesterday we hit 420.69. That's insane. It was only yesterday. We grew 8K in 2 days, in basically 24 hours, because I was struggling at 420.69 like in the midday stream and when the market was closing. So yeah, we did 8,000 subs in 24 hours. That's insanity. We are looking at 69,420, baby, as the next big benchmark, and we are not gonna stop until we pop. This is, put it on a shirt and smoke it. We are not gonna stop until we pop. Let's see. 50,148 now. You guys really, really did it. You guys did it to me. You guys did it to me. So we're looking at GameStop right now, looking at Remy. This is a Instagram doggo that someone sent me. So if you guys want to send me your doggos, I will try and find some time for them to honor us as the market closes. Oh boy. Thank you, Gosu, so much for working so hard in the chat. Oh man. What usernames are we supposed to follow for those buys on your side screen? Don't follow them, ideally. They're supposed to be for the live chat, so you guys don't have to follow them. It's like originally like that. So there you go. I covered that now. You guys can see GameStop is just not moving at all. In 4 minutes, Mr. HeyItsPixel is going to buy 1,200 shares of GME because he thinks it's his last chance to poop. Not sure if the translation in German works, but that is what is going to happen. So let's see. Hey Andrew, sent you a German Shepherd puppy on Traveling Vlad. Traveling Vlad, let us go and grab you. You're on deck. Lame hour. Oof. Hold on. Financial article on Twitter. Okay. Am I doing Twitter wrong? Because I never get any messages from anybody. I don't, my message, I think I'm doing Twitter wrong. Grats on 50K. Thank you, Loki. Loki Noki. Loki Noke or Loki Noki. That's a very cool name. I'm sure you get that a lot though. So GameStop right now is still hovering right above that resistance line. Very, very cool. Very, very cool for us to be able to see basically no movement at all. And that might be frustrating, but at the very least, we are here supporting each other. Guerrilla Army is strong and they're spreading the message. Yes, those of you who are pressing that like button, those of you who have already subscribed, I appreciate you. That's cold. Okay, so new to this platform, can you show us how you set up the WeBull screen? All you need to do is go to the indicator on the left and then this toolbar right here, and then press simple moving average, VWAP, MACD, RSI, and the exponential moving average. If you don't see those, go to the edit indicators options over here, and then go ahead and set them up. That will make it set up exactly like mine. If you want to see 4 charts, you gotta just press this button right here. That gets you 4 charts. There you go. 50K is not a meme. This is great news, yes. Just seen a 5K share buy of GME. We are green. Yeah, we've been green for a while. We see a small candle here. Baby candle, it's okay. Don't be scared. We're just here waiting. We're just here with our hopes and dreams, our fingers crossed. we are looking at a couple of indicators right here. So for AMC, we're looking at the relative strength index being very jittery, right? It's basically just a lot of sideways movements. So the relative strength index gives us a sense of bullish and bearish momentum. So it is just hovering around 50 to 60. Now that said, above 70, it would be a little bit overbought, and therefore it would be dangerous to have a sell-off starting there. That's also called a bear trap or a bearish flag, a bull trap or a bearish flag. Right now, we are also looking at the MACD. This is a moving average convergence divergence chart. We see that there is a lot to look at here, but mainly we're looking at the blue line, which is a signal line, and then the orange line, which is the MACD line. When that orange line passes the blue line, is a great time to buy. And in fact, GME is looking like the MACD line is crossing the blue line right now. It's starting to look pretty bullish as well, with a solid RSI at 58. That isn't too high and is pretty bullish overall. Boop meatball, yes. Boop. It's really hard to chew. Andrew, can you please? I'm just gonna do this. Okay, power hour. Hope GME. James, that is a desire that is not shared by a lot of people. Oh boy, we got popcorn and gorillas from Miguel Camacho. We love the stonks, says Samsung Galaxy S8. I can't believe we have Samsung Galaxy S8 in the chat right now. It's amazing. We are looking at GameStop, just patiently waiting with Remy, the Instagram dog, right here. Thank you. Nipo wants a treat too? Nipo, you want a treat as well? Here you go. Nom 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 nom. So 6,500 of you waiting for that that rocket. $400. Is it gonna happen? $400 price prediction. So we do this. We got $400 price prediction. Was Pixel right? Okay, so $400 price prediction. That is what Pixel said when he came on the chat and talked up the gamma squeeze. Is it gonna be right? Well, we are gonna make it pretty clear once the market is gonna open or close. We did a small technical analysis just to know what we are looking at here. We just saw the MACD line cross above the signal line. That is usually a sign of a bullish growth, a run, but it has not started to run quite yet. On the chart, we also have the exponential moving average. Gives us a sense of just how bullish it is in the long run. This is the purple line here. And in the short run, we have the blue line here. This is the 15-day moving average. Now, that said, we also wanted to make sure that volume is staying in the picture. That's the kind of metrics that we care about. And this orange line is the volumetric WAP. And the VWAP is giving us a lot of insight as well, because volume is very, very important. 265. Peter Taram says that 400 might be in the aftermarket. 420, that does sound fun. 420.69 is probably where a lot of people has their sell limits, because that just is a hilarious, a very funny number. Hold on, I'm trying to read. GME is being short letter attacked. Look at order books. Once again, it did not seem like Josh HeyItsPixel believes in short ladder attacks. Not sure 100% if that's from just not being fully cognizant of the intricacies of how we described it during the live chat, but after we were given the definition of a short ladder attack, he did not think that those exist. Okay. Halima, thank you so much for the super. Congrats on 50K. Send a photo of my cat Luna on Instagram. Can she be please featured? She's too cute. Halima, of course. So let me know what your Instagram handle is so that I know which cat you have sent me. Halima, send me your Instagram handle and I will show your cat. This is mukbang. Thorfax, I'm misquoting Pixel? He said 400 to 500 close if it hit 300 in the first hour or two of trading. Thorfax, he was on my show for the first hour or two of trading. So I still could be wrong, but he was on my show for like 2 hours. So if he would have changed his tune, and I even confirmed at the end of the interview that 400 is still the number. Halima Ali, my handle is Noble Patience 33. Okay, so let's look at your doggo. Noble Patience 33. Let's look at your dog. Okay, accept my friend request, and then I will be able to show your dog. No one wants to hear me eat, dude. Then how am I gonna eat, man? I will eat quieter, though. Almost 7,000 of you waiting to see whether or not the price prediction is true. Meatball Mo Money is in the chat. That's kind of cute. Tool worker. Andrew, you have lost so much credibility. Be a reporter. That way you don't have to predict history. I never try to do a price prediction. This is from Mr. HeyItsPixel, a man that we love so much, but he was very bullish today on the fact that GME would hit $400. And that said, he clearly said that there would also be a chance for this stock to moon tomorrow because of the SSR list that happened earlier in the beginning. So it's not if it's not gonna reach $400, he says that there's still a chance tomorrow. IXO Tucker Roxy, can you shout out my cat? Yes, you are on the chopping block. Let's see if Noble Patience has responded to my request. No. Why not? Just a few more minutes left in Power Hour. Just 22 more minutes left in Power Hour. Oh, there she is. Okay, so this is Luna. Luna, and then whoever just sent that super, you are up next. So there we go. Noble Patience is kitty cat. Munching on some salt and vinegar chips or crisps for my friend across the pond. Thank you for being so friendly. The real question is, what happens if it doesn't hit 300 today or 400? How long can it bounce around 250 and 260? Arconic energy, the answer to that question is all to do with when those contracts expire. Is exactly when all of those contracts expire. Eat louder and GME will hit $1,000. So did Pixel buy the 1,200 shares? Let's take a look. So this is Luna, and then Josh said that he was gonna buy 1,250 shares. So I'm currently on Josh's Reddit. Maybe he did. Maybe he edited it. Oh, he did it. Okay, so he did it. Here it is, GameStop Core. It looks like he doesn't use WeBull or Robinhood, even though he says he uses WeBull as a tool. This is 900,000. Hold on, how much is this? Why can't I understand how much this is? Oh, right, because they switched up the periods and the commas. So this is 900,000 euros. He has $1 million cash? I guess. So he has $900,000 euro. So that means that he has just bought another 1,250. It looks like he bought, not 1,200, but it looks like he bought 1,176. So he made good on his word, man. He made good on his word. The Julio says, can you blast out the cutest dog in the world? Ms. Nupu, my IG is Arto Salo. Okay, yes, I will. So first things first, Mr. HeyItsPixel Josh has just done the thing. He did the thing that he was promised. Okay, so let me just look at this. This is Cleo, the Maine Coon. There she is. And now Miss Nupu is Arto Salo. You are on deck. Andrew, did I sell? How much time would I have had to sell? I'm live streaming constantly. Andrew, please give a shout out to Skeet in Maine. What's up, Skeet? How's it going? DeSoiza. Here are my two options. Hold till I'm a gorillionaire or hold till the stock hits zero. I've been poor my whole life. I've gotten used to it. Now, that's a good attitude, right? That is a fantastic attitude. 7,000 people. You never should gamble with money that you are not willing to lose, right? You either zero or moon or bust. Seriously. And gorillionaire is one of my very favorite things. I wonder if that's already taken. So that's really funny. Thank you. GameStop is trading just sideways. Just absolutely nothing happening right now. $261.70. Just not a lot of energy. JT Rose says, we are watching you. Roshan says, shout out to the doggo on Roshi Zan with 2 Z's. Roshi Zan with 2 Z's. I would die for this cat. A lot of people are liking this cat a lot. Gorillionaire, that's pretty cool, right? So almost 7,000 of you in here, 2,000 likes. Guys, look at those guys on the top left corner. They need you guys to hit that like button because that's the way that this video gets to be spread out to as many apes as physically possible. GameStop is looking at the last few minutes of the bell. We have 19 minutes left before after hours, and I think you guys are going to want to stick around. Halim Ali, thanks. Andrew Luna says hi. This is Luna? No, this is Cleo. Well, Luna says hi. Yes, Luna, thank you so much for gracing our chat. Just sold. Hold on, what is it? Gosu says, sending you an equation on IG login 122. You said you look at this? Okay, so login 122. Okay, let me check that. Is this the equation? Is this the math that you asked me to do? I don't want to do math. I was just joking. What the heck is this? I'm not going to do math in front of you. Linear algebra? Come on. That's the worst math out there. But thank you for that. Nico says, in Germany, we unfortunately don't have WeBull or Robinhood for buying shares. We only use WeBull for looking at data. Oh, but you cannot buy them on the platform. That makes sense. Okay. Well, Mr. 21-year-old has $1 million in cash, has just spent a ton of money on $1,000 shares of GME. Okay, hold on. So Salto something just sent me a dog. Arto Salo. Okay, here you go. This is the Julio on YouTube. Go check out this dog. This is Arto Salo's dog. Okay, this price prediction is not looking too hot. 15 more minutes left on the clock. Mug your stream with Josh was awesome. Can't wait to see his face on 319. Please give Professor Meatball some snack. Here's some snack. Good boy. Well. This is quite a conundrum. $263 right now, just trading sideways. It's lower than when I bought in just a few minutes ago. But you know, we chilling, we hanging here. We got dogs, we got Meatball wearing a tie. It's a nice day. It honestly has traded sideways all day, but had a significant high and a significant low, right? Not obviously not as significant as yesterday, where the range from the highest high was 100% higher than the low. It was at 350 yesterday at a high and 170 at a low. That got a ton more call options added to the list of call options. That is the gasoline on the dry kindling. That is the short interest and the amount of shorts left to be covered. So we had a lot more gasoline, and we were expecting the gasoline to light up today, right? And that is why people have been asking, like, what is the possible price trajectory if the gamma squeezes, right? If we have a rolling snowball effect of being able to pass a certain strike price, and then that buying action when okay, it's just perfectly 265. I got confused. The buying action from the hedge funds having to delta hedge is going to cause the price to continue making newer and newer heights of getting into newer and newer strike prices and making all of these strike prices ultimately in the money. So that is essentially the snowball effect of the margin of the gamma squeeze, which ultimately will cause a margin call on the hedge fund side. Gorillionaire merch. Yeah, I really do want Gorillionaire merch now. I abandoned. Imagine GME pops at the minute mark to $400. That would be the live stream to end all live streams. Michael Argan, please show my daughter's dog, Maggie in Memphis, on Insta. Okay. Maggie in Memphis. Thank you. The Julio on YouTube, and Nupu is the name of the dog. That's a fantastic dog. I love Nupu. Maggie in Memphis. What a good dog. Which of these dogs do I want? I don't want to dox your daughter unless she wants to be featured on the channel. Oh, sent you a doggo of Arya. Can you put it in the spotlight? Yes, Arya is going to be the last dog. Commander Redbush, you are going to... Whoa! Money is falling from the sky. Commander Redbush, you're going to be the one that leads us to the end of After Hours, probably. I don't want to do math. I was just joking. Oh, man. So, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, people are gorillionaires in the chat right now. Unfortunately, right now, we're going off of a prediction from someone who has done a ton of research and just put $1 million worth of skin in the game, right? You think you have skin in the game? This guy just put $1 million of money, €1 million, sorry, of money down. I'm just like looking at this price and I'm like, $1 million wouldn't even cover 1,000 GME shares. But no, he has €1 million of money. So that's crazy. Chronic Kitty 007 for a dog that looks like Baby Yoda. My IG handle is Chronic Kitty 700. Okay, so in that sense, we're gonna have to head off from Maggie in Memphis. Thank you so much for gracing our chat, Commander Redbush. Okay, whoop, hold on. What kind of dog is this? Oh, Arya, so sweet, Arya. What a cutie. And now Chronic Kitty 700 is on deck. Zach says, is there a threshold where price drops like yesterday won't occur once squeeze starts? Or is this going to fluctuate all throughout? So I got my pointer finger now. The price drops like yesterday occurred because somebody sold. Was it you? I'm looking at you. No, it was probably like a large institution that sold a ton of their shares. And the reason why Josh thinks that $400 is likely is because the coordinated selling was followed up by a ton of call options. Like, imagine that. Imagine being a guy who was like looking at the stock price and being like, oh, I should just do a bunch of call options, double the amount of call options on GME. Like, why would that happen when everybody else is selling? You're like the only crazy person who is like buying a bunch of call options when the price is going down. So that is suspicious. That is exactly why Josh was so bullish on the fact that someone put GME on the SSR on purpose. They made the price drop on purpose so that we have all these extra call options to come in and add gasoline to the fire. Now there's almost double the amount of call options as yesterday, and by that point, yesterday was already up to $800 strike price. There's already 13 million shares that were going to be in the money if we go up to $800. That's why we are looking at $400 if the squeeze happens now. Nand says, not financial advice, but in theory, would it be smart to sell a bunch of AMC, $6 to pay for GME? I do not recommend changing horses, right? You are in a horse race right now. You're going to jump off of AMC to go into GME? No, right? If you have extra money, maybe, but I can't give you financial advice anyway. So yeah, exactly. There you go. Answer your own question. Holy moly. Someone says I'm buying 500 grand of AMC 1 minute before close. That sounds like actual cap. Yeah, I believe that is what we call in the business cap. So, and if it is true, that is basically coordinated market. So don't tell me. GameStop just tweeted an astronaut, really? Roshan Patel, can I show my pup on chat? Her name is Raven, not a bird. Okay, so thank you so much, Arya, for gracing the chat. Chronic Kitty is on deck. And now we look at your cat. Okay, where is your cat? I guess it's not here. Okay, is this it? Okay, there it is. Dark eyes and big ears, baby Yoda. Aw, there we go. And now, Raven, not a bird, you are on deck. Okay. So we are looking at, can you explain blah blah blah? Josh only spent $328,000 for his 1,200 shares. Okay, maybe I can't do math. Sorry, I really am a bad Asian. Let's see. So let's look at the god dang astronauts in that sense. Let's look at this freaking astronaut. So we're gonna keep this baby Yoda looking dog here. And we're gonna look at some astronauts as well. So we're gonna have GME on this side. GameStop Twitter. Okay, almost 7,000 of you. What's going on? We only have 9 minutes left until power hour. It is big. Sorry, not until power, until market is open. Big power hour. What? Stop laughing. I'm gonna get confused. Okay, so let's look at what GameStop just tweeted. Mario Day was yesterday. Thank you, Matthew, for the super. Mario, this doesn't feel like the actual official GameStop. Is this actually GameStop? Okay, so there. Oh, so this is the GameStop tweet right now. It's 11 minutes ago from GameStop official. It is some sort of astronaut or maybe like a video game character. Maybe, is this Doom? Someone tell me, because this is like either Star Wars or Doom, and it's just jittering, drinking some coffee, looking at, perhaps looking at preparing for blast off here. So that is GME right there. Let's see. Check Elon's tweet. Okay. Honestly, this is the craziest part of the internet, where people just tell me what to find. Oh, look, Elon's right here. Elon, what did you do?
Nothing.
Elon didn't do anything.
Just check Twitter.
You trolling me. Okay, let's go back to the astronaut. What? What do you look upon here? Doom guy. Okay, yeah, it's Doom. Thank you. This is Doom man, jittering with coffee. So it's like technically an astronaut. Maybe it would have been better if it was like an ape. I think that would have been a more clear picture. He's a what does this mean? Only 540 people have liked it and 85 people have retweeted. Do you guys not follow GameStop? I'm gonna follow GameStop now. I'm now following GameStop on Twitter. Let's see, Doom. Okay, turn around slowly. It's me, Meatball. Meatball? Are you tweeting? Are you messaging me on live chat? So GameStop really trading sideways, looking like not much of a snack here. If let's save some face for Josh. He did say there were a bunch of caveats to his $400 prediction, so let's just say here. Well, actually, no. Let's just keep it. If he doesn't like that I'm quoting him $400, then he can. I will ask him on Reddit, and here we can take it down. Let's see. Mars. Elon has been dormant for a min. Yeah, he's been hibernating. Almost 7,000 of you guys. Let's get some scissors in the chat for the last minute. Where are all of these diamond handers? Cut out the paper hands. We do not need them. Thank you, another Matthew, for another super. Let us switch dogs. Switch dogs for the last part of this story. We got Raven, not a bird. Raven, such a sweet dog, very cute. Thank you so much. Doom takes place on Mars. Ooh, no. No, I'm not sure. Not sure about that, but yeah, okay. That is a bit of a stretch. Some people have really thought about that Simpsons tweet that Roaring Kitty put out about like how there was a trampoline in that episode and they went onto the roof. Maybe that's, well, considering Roaring Kitty, maybe that's exactly what he means. Matthew Krecklaw vids on YouTube. What's up, Matthew? Go ahead, show him some love. Matthew Krecklaw, let's go. Check out GameStop's new tweet. I literally am looking at it. Is there another tweet? I'm looking at GameStop's new tweet right now. We have only 5 minutes left in the clock. We have 5 minutes before market closes. Oh my lord. $400. If you are coming, please send us a sign. Oh, hey, DM'd me your dog. It's the Mike David if you'd like to see him. I would like to. Michael, let's give your dog some the goodest mojo that we got. So let's see what your dog looks like. Aw, it's a cute dog. Yeah. Yes, cute dog. Very cute. Okay, we got scissors in the chat. Let's get going. Oh, it's an article. Huh? What article? GameStop. 16 minutes ago. Picture below, 20 iconic Bethesda titles you can play. Oh, and that's why Doom is one of them? Okay, well then that's clearly not anything then. Yes, I got it. So this is the 20 iconic Bethesda titles you can play tomorrow. And Doom is one of them. Great. Doom. I'm going to put the Coffee Man here instead. It's going to be a little better. Let's see. GameStop tweet is cup and handle, dude. Oh, cup and handle. Oh, it's so obvious. I can't tell if half of you are serious, but you know, it actually might be. I'm assuming that GameStop is this one overworked PR intern actually running the Twitter right now. But yeah, there it is. It's the cup and handle right there. GameStop seems like it hurt us. Has too much pressure on it in the last 3 minutes before market is closed. We are looking at some significant red candles, some two big tall red crayons. Who ordered these? Sir, this is a Wendy's. We have two big fat red crayons. Very unfortunate, but what can we do? Oh man. Yeah. This prediction did not age well, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why Angelo Money likes to just do the reporting and not the predictions. But at the end of the day, we are all educating each other right now. Matthew Kreklau, thank you again for another super. Let's see. Scroll down on the there, guys. There, you can see the full dog now. there, you see that? That's what the tweet is actually about. It's a bunch of iconic Bethesda titles you can play. Oh, someone's sending us one more dog. Misha Cat Ove Cat on Insta. On Insta, you pick. Okay, 1 more minute for this twerking dog. Twerking dog was not doing it for us. We dropped $10. The Mike David, I appreciate your attempt. Let's see if Misha it will do it for us. Oh, that's very cute. Nice cat. There we go. Okay, Misha, that is how I feel right now. Come on, guys. Last few minutes of after hours. Of market before after hours. 2 more minutes until after hours. We are holding our hands out, guys. Let's get some scissors in the chat. If you're holding your hands, you don't know what a sell button is. You're just holding your hands out like that cat. Come on, let's go. Holy moly! Oh man. We got some dips on this man. We got some dips on this man. We got not a brand new low, but a pretty significant low below $253. It was supported at that, and now it is hovering lower than the 263 level of resistance that it was hugging up against. It is now being supported by this $253 resistance, and it is oh boy. Ooh boy, this is hard. This is hard to do. I wonder what Josh feels. I really feel like I need to talk to him and get him on the show tomorrow to talk about his new theory for the day. Because boy, oh boy. Holy moly, sir, this is an Arby's. We have 1 more minute on the clock. Just kidding. We have about 10 seconds on the clock, and the market is closed. The market is, where's my bell? Market is closed. Thought I had a bell around here. Well, I'll just go ding, 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 ding. We tried our best, guys. Matthew Keklau. Another super, thank you. We have already a couple of green candles on the after hours, but it is after hours. GameStop closed 3.5% down on the day. It's at 256.20, and that is not $400. That's not $400 even close. That's not even close to $400. Pretty disappointing. We had Cat, we had Doom Guy, and it didn't work. It did not work. So unfortunately, right now we are looking at a price prediction that didn't pan out. Of course, I always say expectation is the thief of joy. Too many people maybe had read his DD and was just, not feeling it maybe. AMC was closed above the market closed yesterday at 3.5%, roughly 4% up, and it had a low of 990, which was still green, and a high of 1080, closing very close at the actual, close to the high. SSR is still activated for GME for tomorrow, so that is good news about the amount it can trade sideways. You're probably wondering, why did GME not do any more dips? It's because it was on the SSR list, right? The only way that GME could actually dip is if people just started selling the positions. That's why we always get scissors in the chat for the paper hands. That's exactly why we do that. The reason why GameStop is looking less and less like a delicious, obvious pie is because, well, people might have been really scared by yesterday's mini boss. As much as Josh and Renzel and other people that do reporting on this can have theories about who did this, the fact remains that people can be scared, and if they don't watch this stream, for example, you might not know that there are up to 10,000 people at a time watching this stream and feeling the good vibes. This is important to note. We are feeling these positive vibes because of the community here, because you guys joined the Moon Platoon, and because you guys got me up from 420.69 yesterday to 50,000 today, right? Thank you guys so much. We're on our way to 69,420. That is 20,000 more subs, and if we grow at this pace, we are gonna get to 69,420 by Saturday, by this weekend. So that's our goal, right? Let's try to get 69,420 before the Monday bell. Before the Monday bell, let's try to get 69,420. Okay, so at GameStop right now, we are seeing consistent sideways trading. We are basically hovering around the $256 mark. After a couple of green candles earlier, we are dropped back to where we were before. Can the squeeze come after hours? It has in the past. It has in the past. The squeeze can come after hours, but that is a lot fewer people in moving their weight around, right? Volume is key, and at times when there's less volume and more people who know what they're doing, maybe that is where the squeeze will happen. So it's not impossible that a squeeze could happen after hours. If you do want to be able to access the market after hours so you don't miss out on the squeeze, WeBull is a great option because it allows you to trade before and after hours. Guys, James says, guys, I feel good about tomorrow. See you on the moon. Richie Rich, people have to understand that Josh isn't God. He has been correct all the way, and we cannot doubt him right here when we're almost there. Let's see. Bro, you were just at 38K. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. Let's see. Hi, Andrew. Hope you're well. How many calls are for tomorrow? We had that whole list on the chains option chains. We're going to cover that in just a second about exactly how many additional calls are left for tomorrow. Let me get rid of this this cat and Doom Man real quick to be able to pull that up. Call options. So let's see, we do the DD part 2. Market open tomorrow. JZ says they're gonna buy another 3K. Big Monkey's energy right here. Preach. It's loading fuel at this level. Sorter says, what about the options expiring? Won't the price be driven up tomorrow? The people will want to get back in. This is exactly what HeyItsPixel was talking about. HeyItsPixel wanted to let you guys know that the gamma squeeze might be today, which he was banking on, and it might be tomorrow. In fact, I am going to send him a message right now on Reddit. And it's going to be, hey, wasn't that crazy? Do you want to come on the show tomorrow? Let's see. Wow, that was crazy. Did you want to come on the show tomorrow, same time? Okay. Thank you, my man. I'm also going to invite Renzel. Okay, so Renzel and Pixel have been given the invitation to jump on the show tomorrow to tell us exactly what is up here and what they wanted to. What do they want to do? The $400 price prediction, was HeyItsPixel right? No, unfortunately, but there might be a lot of reasons why he was not correct today. Tool Worker says, Andrew, can you give a shout out to my friend Wilma? Wilma, hold on. How do you pronounce that? Wilma what? Wilma what? Hold on. I had a earbud. Wilma. Okay, never mind. We're not cooperating right now. I have to shout out to Wilma. We are seeing a 2% drop. This is not plummeting, guys. Be real with yourselves. This is not plummeting. We are likely going to see some support at this resistance level, and if not, we have a resistance level directly underneath that that is likely to support. This is a little bit of red candles on top of our red candles that we already saw. GameStop is now trading at $5 lower than where it closed. We have LA's on me says, give a shout out to my friend Jan. Yes. Hello, Jan. How's it going? Jeffrey says, what is the interface you're using for watching for stocks? I am new to this whole thing. This is WeBull. If you want to get this yourself for free, it's in the description down below. And you get 2 free stocks on top of it. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. It's pretty dope. Let's see. Lord Weird working so hard. Gosu working hard as well. Thank you, my mods. You guys are the real MVPs. John Mark Boyven says, thanks, Andrew. Thank you, John. I mean, it's really important that we are working together, trying to get new highs on that like counter, right? Brandon says he is gonna buy another $1,000 of GME, and yet we have not been able to get up to 5,500 likes on a single live stream during the live stream. So let's try and do it now. Oh man, are you gonna stream when the squeeze happens? You need to guide us through this. Of course, I'm 100% gonna be. I've been streaming during market open every single day for how long? For like a month now, right? Why would I not stream during the squeeze? That's all I want is to be there with you guys when the stream happens. You don't want to miss out. You got me this far to 50,000 subscribers. Let's keep the energy going. Let's get this channel up to 69,420. Let's go. Let's see. Why am I entertaining Pixel? Because he was right a couple of times, right? He's right a couple of times, he's wrong a couple of times, and we want to hear his explanation for why. This is the most important part, right? Is that I never said that Pixel was going to be right today. And I was hopeful. That's why I bought another $1,000. I can trust Pixel with $1,000 of my money, but no more, right? So that is the thing. None of you should be taking this financial advice, but all of you should be appreciating the fact that he's doing some solid DD for us, some excellent DD. Andrew, loaded potato grillers are back at Taco Bell. This is almost as important as GME. Tell me I'm wrong. Bob, you are 100% right. That's incredibly important. Loaded potato grillers are back at Taco Bell. Make sure you guys know this. Let's see. Matt Kors sent us here when his stream ended. Raid Space Apes. He did? Awesome. Hey, what's going on, Space Apes? What's going on, Moon Gain? How's it going? How's it hanging? Thank you so much, Matt, for sending you guys over my way. This is how we take shifts, right? Matt takes the long shift, and then he usually ends around after hours. I'm the one that picks up a little bit of the technical analyses that happens during after hours. So if you guys are still here, it's because you guys want to know what exactly happened. Well, we had important moves from Forbes. We read that article together. We had important moves from HeyItsPixel, and I'm gonna clip that later and put it together so that you guys can see it. But most importantly, that video from Pixel is a indication of like what is yet to come. Because most important part of what is yet to come is mainly about the amount of contracts that are expiring this Friday and next Friday, and the sheer number of shorts yet to be covered. Are you going to stream when the squeeze happens? Yes, and that's why if you've already subscribed and hit that bell button, you are not going to miss the squeeze. Those of you who are like, will I miss the squeeze? Now if you hit that subscribe button, you will not miss the squeeze. That's a guarantee. Melvin and friends, we need your smooth, calm voice to guide us through the squeeze traffic. At the next intersection, hold. Just want to lean back, turn up the sound. Melvin, that's a little, erotic for a hedge fund to tell me. We love Melvin. He's pinned. No, he's usually pinned up there, but right now he isn't. Let's see. Chair Gain. What's going on, Chair Gain? Balloonatics. What's going on? That balloon is literally still here. Can you grab the balloon, please? That balloon is literally still inflated since Valentine's Day. It's almost been a whole month since that balloon has been a thing. So that's kind of crazy, actually. Okay. The balloon is back. I'm going to hold it. It's a balloon because it does blow around. So I'm going to... There we go. Okay, so those of you who are waiting to see exactly what the technical analyses that we're going to cover now, let me cover AMC real quick. So AMC had a day of trading between two levels of resistances. We had a strong start out of the gate. We were aiming for this 1118 level resistance, got soundly rejected way before we got there, 1085. Chad is saying no more shares for sale for AMC. Really? News to me. Someone sent me an article. Okay, so at 1085 is when we were soundly rejected, and then we started trading again. It's kind of like just getting kicked to the next level of the video game, kind of like Hades, if you guys play Hades. We were starting to trade between this level of support that quickly became a resistance. Now, AMC was basically soundly rejected each time it tried to return back to 1035, and that is where it ended. That is where it ended. Chuck M, thank you so much for joining the ranks of the special operations of the infantry group of the Meatball Army. I appreciate that a ton because you just got a certificate of satisfaction. We're not here to certify you. We're here to satisfy you by getting you guys the join button in the description down below. Biden signed the stimulus bill today. That's correct. Thank you, Mr. Rains. Okay, so you want the balloon? Here we go. Oh my God. So AMC And so AMC is trading right below that level of resistance, had not been able to pass it consistently and rejected each time it tried to pass it. That is where AMC is. And then we'll cover some news about exactly what that recount stuff is and the dilution stuff is later too, because that dilution stuff was made big news today. Let's see. So when GameStop was trading pre-market, it was basically below this 250 level to 3 level almost the entire time. A few rises above, and then both were soundly rejected at 256. This actually might be a new level of resistance. Yeah, I think so actually. So I'm gonna put this line here. Horizontal, please. Okay, so there. So it was soundly rejected both almost 3 times there, 1, 2, and then it was supported by this line later on today. And we looks like we have, oh yeah, so this is the line that it was supported by, 245. Could not dip too long below 253, stayed, touched the 253 line, and then started to trend upward. We saw some pretty strong potential in GameStop, and then it was soundly rejected at this final line of resistance twice at 269. Once around 2 o'clock, and then another time around 3 o'clock. And now the game is over with GameStop down at $250. 44, both my Fidelity and Google are saying GME closed at 260. I think 260, it doesn't really matter, but 260 is probably likely the number that it closed. Sometimes WeBull is not 100% accurate. Gosu says, my face when I buy shares of GME in tandem with Andrew and immediately lose on those shares. Bro, what if we like kissed our hands at the exact same time? And then we lose out on GME at the exact same time. But that's okay. Once again, Gosu, that sounds like you are almost taking financial advice from me, but you cannot take any financial advice from me. Because I'm not a financial advisor. There you go. Thank you for answering. So let's see. We have our bully corner right here, MDMP. People are also talking about Ocugen, OCGN. Ocugen is up 20%. Pretty good day for Ocugen. As you can notice, I've charted out a couple of the levels of resistance and support before in a previous analysis, and WeBull keeps them for me. That is very cool. Deborah Evans, thank you so much for the super. Keep up the grind. Yes, no, thank you. Let's go. What does resistance mean? Well, resistance is the idea that we don't know how much the stock is worth. And the stock can't be worth more or less when there isn't any like value analysis done on these, and we're just trading on the day. How could the stock go up, like, you know, for example, on GameStop, down 50% and then back up like 50%, right? How is that possible? Well, it's because people in the room are shouting out numbers of how much they think the temperature of the room is. And that way, the stock price fluctuates up and down based on intention, based on how much you perceive the stock to be at. Let's say that we have a stock that's $100. Well, what if it's, I think it's actually worth $200, right? Then I'm going to buy it because I think it's worth more. And now I'm holding it. And now when someone wants to buy it at $100, I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to hold it. If someone else wants to buy it at $120, then I sell it. So now I've just increased the price of the stock, and that's just a normal long position. When you buy a stock, that's how it works. However, when it comes out to levels of resistance and support, the same people in this dark room with their eyes closed, wondering what the temperature of the room is, are essentially the same population of people on a week-to-week basis, right? People might come in that are, you know, random strangers, and they might leave, but most of the time, the largest institutions and people who have been trading for a long time, the financial institutions, they're not gonna be different people. They're gonna be the same. So that's why the levels of resistance and support historically are levels where the price has been rejected by, as when it tries to get higher than that and it soundly fails, and then levels where the price is supported by, in which it tries to get lower than that price, but then people start to buy. So that is why we need to focus on those levels of resistance and support, because people remember. People are like, well, if it wasn't worth $100 yesterday, why would it be worth $100 today? And that's why when in the future it does go above $100, then they're going to ask the question again. Well, last time it was worth $100. So that is how resistance becomes support, and vice versa sometimes as well. Austin Aragun, thank you for the super. We control the stock, 0 shorts available left to buy, buying a penny above ASK, buying a penny above ask, and we're going to reverse ladder attack our own stock. Interesting. Zila. Okay, well, I'm going to start my eyeball on Zila. Kick the Gregs. Not investment advice. Y'all make your own bed to sleep in. There you go. So what we are also looking at right now is the AMC report that the dilution is a solution for the squeeze, by which I mean it is going to be a major problem for the squeeze. Let us see. I think Renzel and Pixel are asleep now, because that makes sense. I'm going to try and find that AMC article real quick. Jacob Gardner. People are probably not going to like your attitude. That's okay though, freedom of speech. Okay, I'm gonna search in WallStreetBets because that's where that bearish article came from. Anthony says, how do I identify license support and resistance on a chart? Usually you want to be able to see multiple touch points of when a price was soundly rejected multiple times. 3 touch points usually works for me. For example, let's look at GameStop here. We are noticing that this line right here at 256, can you guys see that? At 256, the price of GameStop was first rejected here. Actually, this is actually earlier than this. It was first supported here, and then it was rejected. A little later. Hold on. Which one am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at this. So first it was rejected here at 256, and then later on it was supported to right here at 256. So it supported twice. It tried to dip down below 256 twice. It could not. That's 2 touch points plus the 1 rejection. That's 3 touch points. So there you go. AMC is to file a 500 million shares. Dilution is killing any squeeze potential. It's important that you guys look at this article even if you don't agree, because at the very least this is like bullish news helps us get out of the echo chamber that is our minds. So let's look at this. Actually, let's look at this. There we go. AMC filed to issue another 500 million shares. Dilution is killing any squeeze potential. So take this with a huge grain of salt, because as we've covered even on Trey's channel, it's not the same thing. Just having the option to dilute doesn't mean that you're actually going to dilute. Rick Calhoun, good stuff on the stream. Here's a little something from the Moon Gang. Let's get them tendies. Hey, Space Apes, let's get those tendies. Let's get some ducks in the chat. If you are from the Moon Gang, Space Apes, go ahead and get some ducks in the chat, and let's see if we can fight those ducks with those scissors. So everyone from the Moon Platoon, let's get those scissors in the chat. Sorter says, Uncle Bruce is saying 50 million shares being called tomorrow. They have to find the stock to cover their naked positions at the current price. Patience. Okay, solid. AMC increased the share count from roughly 100 to 450 million in the last few months alone. Let's count how many shares have been issued. From just this picture, 15 blah 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 plus equals 344. This compares to a starting share count of 103 million. So total shares out is now 448 million. Bottom line share count went up 4.5, and that is all float, no institutional holders. Blah blah blah. Okay. Vanessa Martini, GME is my husband. Vanessa Martini, you sound like an actual cartoon. I would totally watch. I would let my kids watch Vanessa Martini, which would be like a tween cartoon about like day drinking, I guess. Furthermore, the company will keep issuing more shares. They have about 70 million left. Chris, thank you for the super. Cost to borrow is way down. Is that bad? That is a signal. It's one out of many signals that we should keep in mind. Cooper says GME closed at 260. Can you explain the impact on contracts? Oh boy. Doesn't have any impact on contracts yet because contracts expire on Fridays. So we still have one more day to change it up in here. Okay, operationally, it's a severely struggling business. The company burned through 125 million in a month in Q4. Hey, this is just putting down my man's AMC. Let's look at this. Look at the facts. Stock shorted 55.5 million. It's a whopping 12% of float, compares to 260 million shares traded yesterday. But what about gamma squeeze? Again, let's look at the facts. The open interest in all calls is 1.27 million. Against that, we have 500,000 puts. So let's totally ignore the puts. We have stable effects in the share price. Let's assume that they don't exist. 1.27 million calls is equivalent to a high number of 127 million shares. Many of these calls are out of the money. Let's assume that all calls end up in the money. So, okay, this is assuming that if they somehow end up gamma squeezing, they're probably going to say something bearish here. They're going to be like, even if all calls end up in the money, there's not going to be enough to squeeze. Oh, boy. Oh, look, Pete Jr. is in the chat. I remember you. I am going to hide you because that is very disruptive. I'm not putting words in your mouth, but that is incredibly disruptive. What about gamma squeeze? Okay, let's look at the facts. The open interest in all calls is 1.27 million. Against that, we have blah, blah, blah. Okay, so assuming that all of these are in the money, more realistically assuming, what? Hold on, Israel. Hi, Andrew. I have 2 GME 305 option calls on WeBull expiring tomorrow, Friday. I spent $6,200 on them. What should I expect now? What would you do? GME is just a tricky beast in general, right? He is taught. So Israel, that is a very actual rational question to ask. Without trying to give you financial advice, here are the 2 options. You could, one, try and see if it would make more sense to take a loss and if your broker allows it, sell those contracts. Because as of right now, Josh is probably still very likely bullish on the gamma squeeze happening tomorrow. But if it doesn't, I don't want you to end up down in the dumps about it. Okay. That is the tricky part about options. If you call it right, you can get really rich really fast, and the risk is always a static amount of money. But 6,200 is a big chunk of change, my friend. So as of right now, I want to say that this price of stock is not reflective of what should happen when the gamma squeeze is starting. And if Josh believes the gamma squeeze is starting today or tomorrow, that gives us hope that 300 is not a meme for this weekend. Oh boy. Hey, Dennis Demir, love the stream. Any idea why the closing price on eToro is 253? Huh. Oh look, WeBull updated. It is now 260. And most likely eToro is just going to update. Probably some async issues. Okay, so let's assume they're all in the money. 127 fears. Okay, guys. Do you feel like they're manipulating the available short shares and rates to scare the retail investors? Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while, Devin Duplessis. We have been talking about that for a long while, and the fact of the matter is, yeah, institutions have a big stake in this. Even some institutions are actually on the other side. So those institutions that were trying to scare us were also trying to cash out by selling a bunch of GameStop on the top, selling a bunch of their own shares. We saw a bunch of stocks, not just GameStop and AMC, plummet yesterday at the exact same time, almost the exact same behavior, which means that someone was liquidating everything that they have just to be able to buy a bunch of call options on AMC and GME. Dylan Robs, the new DTCC rule will help get synthetic shares out of the market. Will that affect the reported short percent float? Yes, and that's yes, because synthetic shares are counted in the current calculation, so yes. But the DTCC rules won't be active until, I think, next week. Joe Mama, or end of this week. Joe Mama, could you please check out the new DD on RGME contradicting lots of Pixel's points from his DD? It's very interesting. What are your thoughts? Ooh, Joe Mama, let's look at it. Thank you, Joe Mama. But anyway, look at this. The point of the AMC of this is very bearish DD, which is saying that even if all of these contracts are in the money, there's not enough to gamma squeeze here. Concluding remarks. Now go on and downvote. I expect nothing else from ignorance. Oh my god. I hope some people find this post before they make stupid mistakes with their savings. Okay. One of the very first bearish posts about AMC right now. Nothing about GME yet until I take a look at this DD counter DD for Pixel's post. And if you guys remember the previous counter DD for Pixel's post, he is going to cover that later himself on his channel. Okay, so what is the anti-pixel post? Let's see. DFV cat tweet decoded. Oh my god, really? We're gonna do this cat tweet? Almost there, probably. This is from 2 hours ago. How long ago was this? Pixel. Whoa. Holy moly. What the? Okay. Technical difficulties. Come on. Wow, this is actually... Wow, okay, I'm not going to try anymore. So let's go here. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. So we are looking for HeyItsPixel. Oh, look, this is my video. It's on GME. Very cool. Very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so oh look, this is my video too. Very cool. Okay, so where's the counter pixel DD? Where is it? I don't know. But look, this was a post to my video from earlier. Wow, awkward how that video is so unedited. Anyone feel awkward looking at themselves adjusting their shirts? Okay, so Joe Mama, I would love to see it, but you'd have to send it to me on Instagram. Bitcoin to 62? No? Jesus, you scared me. It is up to 2,000 today? Really? It's up $2,000. If you haven't gotten your free Bitcoin yet, you guys are missing out. Go get your free Bitcoin with the BlockFi link down in the description. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to try and find that DD. If one of you is sending it on Instagram, that would be ideal. Let's see. Oh, what is this? What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, bot posting for WeBull. Okay, so cannot find that article saying that Mr. Pixel's DD is wrong. Unless I'm just very dumb. Which I think I might be. Huh. Okay. Well. Let's see. Your take on the red candle wicks AMC GME halving right now during after hours? Likely just more people starting to lose faith. They're just not staying patient, right? Once again, you think about the win condition of this game is that if it stays above $4, we win. If it stays above $4, they're not going to cover. If it stays above $40, they're definitely not going to cover. They didn't cover back when it was $40 for like a week and a half or 3 weeks. So as of right now, people are like, "Well, I'm getting tired of this. It's just so annoying to have my money in here." Like, what were you going to do with this money anyway? Were you going to invest it in Oxygen? Are you going to invest it in Tesla, Palantir? Like, we are going to help you find out exactly on this channel. We're never going to stop helping you find out the next big opportunity. But as of right now, the biggest opportunity is GME and AMC. And we are going to cover it, but we're also going to sprinkle in information about passive income and about just being able to find your own financial freedom. Thank you for the super, Shamel. Hey man, love the channel. GME to the moon. Also got into Super League Gaming, who posted earnings review. Looks pretty positive. Keep up the good work, man. I got you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Louder for the people in the back. Mr. T at Enjoy Your Pennies, Kiddo. What are these questions? Okay, so I want to be able to find that DD, but honestly, at this rate, I'm just going to go back and sort by top now. What's my average cost position on GME? Right now it's like $244.50. So I am green for now. We're talking about Mattress King right now in WallStreetBets. Wow, okay. So if you guys did not catch the HeyItsPixel DD from earlier, this is a good opportunity for you to check it out. But I do want to be able to look at Pixel's end game. We like the stock. Yes, that's right. So we got onto HeyItsPixel's channel. So 2 hours ago, he bought in at a ton of money. So let's see, he actually has an update, I think. Okay, so he has a straight up update. So let's look at HeyItsPixel's update. Here is him. Can I translate this, please? Spielstopp. Oh, is that GameStop? That's kind of fun. Translates to English. Do it, please. Do it now. Okay. For under $300 by 9:30 p.m., he's going to buy 1250 extra shares. He did. And then more could not be found at 324 for the limit buy. The rest will be done over the next few minutes. Apparently my order was displayed in WeBull, lol. So this is so his order was shown at 1250 right there at a bid of 261.75. That's pretty cool. So this is it. It's pretty dope. Well, Mr. HeyItsPixel hopefully is going to come back on the show tomorrow, but to just have a better understanding of what the heck happened, and that is why we are going to be able to focus up and listen on the amount of information that we were covering today. Oh, good. Joe Mama says they sent me the link to that DD. Okay, that's what I was looking for this whole time. Joe Mama, aren't we friends on Instagram? Here we go. Okay, this looks like Joe Mama. Love the content. Oh, hold on. Sorry, almost missed a super. Adam Childers says, love the content. Anybody talk about why Jamie options keep moving after hours? Literally no other normal stock does that. Ah, interesting. I do really wish that I really wish that GameStop, the WeBull showed like options info. Is this you? Okay, so on DD posts a response to HeyItsPixel and correction of some incorrect information. So let's look at this. Let's actually make this a full video because people are going to want to hear it. It's from 3 hours ago. Okay, let's make this big. Big. Okay, so. Wow, this is long. Okay, this is very cool. Thank you for the opportunity to read through this. Let's get this bread. 1 sec. Let's go. How was it going? Today was a bit of a roller coaster. We had both Renzel and HeyItsPixel, also known as Josh, friend of the show, on the live stream, and it kind of did a big blow up on GME, which I'm very proud of. Our GME is a community of people who do their own research, and right now one of them has thoughts about HeyItsPixel's or Josh's DD, and that's what we're going to cover right here. So here it is. On DD posts a response to HeyItsPixel and correction of some incorrect information. Edit 2, not as dispassionate as I hope. Sorry, Gain. If you read this thinking I hit the white and wanted to take out a big figure in the sub, you'd be wrong. I understand your perspective. I like and appreciate HeyItsPixel's analysis. I agree with much of his general sentiment, as I say below multiple times. I tried to clean up some of the factual disputes to make them more readable with my point-by-point too long didn't reads. They're still longish, sorry. Shisa is complex. So with this, have a big bucket of salt, but give it the same amount of respect that we give it in terms of Josh's DDs. This is from a user called CP_sabotage, and let us see if this really does sabotage Josh's perspective. So ultimately, though, I stand by my point. Hype posts that misrepresent facts are dangerous. Thank you, L. Randall, for that point. They don't have to say buy right now, and they don't have to be intentionally malevolent to cause harm. This is a huge forum that thousands of people read every day. People expect accuracy and honesty from the figures they elevate. They deserve that. You deserve that. I like the stock. I don't like ZOMG, 60K, OI change, moon confirmed, gamma squeeze definitely today or tomorrow. If that happens, it won't matter that I didn't like it or that someone said it would. A bunch of you, myself included, will make a buttload of money. But if it doesn't, it will absolutely matter. If you don't see why, buy a bunch of 300s, 400C for tomorrow and see how you feel watching the price move. You'll get to mock me if my temperance was unwarranted. Edit. Ultra too long didn't read. Read DD closely and don't assume facts and figures are correct. Pixel's posts today and yesterday mistake options volume for open interest multiple times, and essentially all of his OI figures are incorrect. 60K OI increase is wrong. 20K OI increase in a few hours is wrong. Anything that posits a specific time frame in which options were purchased is wrong. Strike prices he analyzes change between posts. These pieces are fundamental to his analysis over the past couple of days, and they are all Shisa. I have no idea if this is a genuine mistake or not, and think you should look into it before assuming GME Nostradamus is all knowing. And those of you who saw the live stream today, this is pretty hard to hear, but we do want to be able to make sure that we have all of the facts. I made this as a comment. Hold on a second. I made this as a comment, but I'm becoming increasingly confident that it ought to be a post. Because of that, I'm adding some intro from the original comment at the top here. Please read the whole thing. Oh, we're seeing a big green candle on GME right now. That brought us back up to 260 after hours. Please read the whole thing. And, hold on a second. I'm not out to get anyone. I personally am long GME. I like the stock, and I have high hopes for us. For its immediate and long-term future. I also know people make decisions based on posts like this, whether the author intends or accounts for that behavior. I think prominent posters need to be extremely careful and cognizant of this reality, using phrases like, this is what happened, and the squeeze is definitely happening on X date by Y time is extraordinarily irresponsible. And this is something that I've wanted to temper with the interview this morning. If you personally believe that, then I applaud your conviction and hope you'll temper it when interacting with others who may see your zealousness and mistake it for certainty. None of this was certain, and acting or implying that it is will have real-world consequences for real people. Please consider the weight of your words. Thanks, and heart. Here's a too long didn't read of what I'd post if I were going to give advice or offer my opinion on the stock, using my own advice on how to do that at the bottom of this post. I like GME. There is obviously a lot of retail and institutional interest in this stock right now, and that interest seems to exist after the big rise and fall of January. That leads me to believe that the longs are resilient and won't settle for just big gains. The people want blood. Yesterday's drop and rebound lends more credence to that idea. The high open interest in OTM calls lends credence to that idea. There is a lot of money at stake in this stock. I think it can and will go higher than the 200s it's been bouncing around today because of a combination of technical factors folks have discussed in other DD posts, positive sentiment, and most importantly for me, a huge well of positive news potentially breaking in the near future. Ryan Cohen is CEO, right? Q4 earnings, DTCC rule changes, DFV YOLO posts, just to name a few. Really pulling at the heartstrings right now because all of this is true. I do not like putting numbers on guesses because it implies a level of certainty that doesn't exist outside my own brain. Telling you that I think GME has, in my opinion, say 55% chance to hit 400 by end of day tomorrow doesn't provide any insight beyond you knowing a bit more about how my brain is broken and being able to see if I'm right or wrong tomorrow. It also oversells the upside. Even if I'm right, there's a huge 45% chance it goes down, and that downside could be anywhere potentially. Are you ready to watch your shares drop from 250 to 190 again? What if it dropped to 100? Are you really going to hold, or is that loss going to make you puke and paper hands real hard? Are you certain of what decisions you'll make based on your own personal assessment? Very, very scary bearish sentiment here, but it is a shock of reality. You have to be honest about these possibilities. If GME is going to the moon no matter what, then F me, right? Who cares about what I told you to be careful? Who cares that I told you to be careful? I'm not your dad, and you can safely ignore me and call me a dipscheisse. If GME is going anywhere else, then please be careful. Please risk Vegas money, not YOLO money, if you can't handle the potential downside. Please don't bet your life on this. I love you. Original comment text on Pixel's post today. HeyItsPixel made improvements in transparency in his today, which would make me somewhat happier. If I am correct with my theory, they will definitely do it today as well. Blah, 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 blah is what GME said. This is that's what Pixel said. This is a good way to let people know that you aren't certain, and I'm glad to see this change in tone from yesterday. However, he's still conflating volume with open interest, and it's driving me nuts, man. Volume is not the same thing as open interest. They are not synonymous, and you cannot compare the two until the OI numbers are updated the next day. So in his post today, he kind of does a two-step to make it seem like his bold 60K plus prediction yesterday was correct when it wasn't even close. Between 30,000 and 60,000 additional options were purchased over the course of a few hours, most of them at 300, 350, and 400, and 800. That's what Pixel said. Let's examine why this is incredibly misleading. 1. You have no idea when exactly options were purchased beyond the day. Open interest in options is updated after close and will only show net increases, decreases from the day before. There are no hour-by-hour OI stats. Telling people that this event happened over the course of a few hours is only true if you mean the entire trading day. Too long didn't read number 1. There is no public database that shows at what time specific options were bought and sold. Open interest represents the latest figures of yesterday's close, not an hour-by-hour breakdown. Volume is an aggregate of buys and sells and includes some new writes, some closures, and some trades. Yesterday, your big post, this is number 1, and this is number 1 again. This is just number 1 over and over again. Okay, so number 1. Now we've covered number 1, now we can go to number 1. Yesterday, your big post focused on 300, 400 strike prices, and you hypothesized that someone wants this to moon really bad and load it up on over 30 to 60,000 additional options. Updated at 7:35 CET. That is an increase of another 20,000 calls from just 10 minutes ago. This was untrue and caused by you, again, misreading volume as open interest increases. Here's what actually happened. Thank you, Eric Mo, for this. I will look at the price fluctuations in a second. Here's what actually happened. 300 to 400 strike call open interest increased from 19,000 on the 9th of March to 30,000 on March 10th. It could be anywhere today, and you cannot know for sure until the numbers are updated after close. The actual increase here was 11,000 from strikes 300 to 400, not 20K, not 30K, not 60K, 11K. Why does this matter? Because today the target has moved. You are including the wildly large open interest at the 800 strike because it inflates the total number of open contracts and makes it seem like you were correct about the 300 to 400 prediction yesterday. The 800 strike calls alone makes 800 strike calls alone increased by 7K. That could be due to the genius IQ ultra high level plays, or it could be explained much more simply as degenerate gamblers buying up cheap $800 strike calls when the price flatlined for a second. Neither of us knows why, and I find both explanations to be compelling. You don't mention a second explanation in either post. Why? Too long didn't read, there was indeed an increase in OI yesterday. Its magnitude is overstated both in yesterday's post and today's due to confusion of volume with OI. Today's post looks at 300 to 400 and 800 strikes and fails to analyze other strikes before coming up to 50 to 40 to 60K figure. 800 strikes are as likely to be YOLO gambles as a concerted effort to gamma squeeze. 800 strikes did not figure into yesterday's DD at all, which means they weren't important yesterday even though they have to be greater than 20K OI for weeks now. If this is confusing for you, it's heartbreaking for me because of the benefit of the doubt that we've been giving Josh in his DDs. He mentions that it is likely that this is happening because there are institutions out there who want this to happen on purpose, number one. Number two, he thinks that, such as putting GME on the SSR list. Number two, he thinks that the contracts that are added was directly due to the dip in prices based on someone very smart, but this counter DD is saying it could be based on a bunch of people being very stupid. So how can you not provide an exact figure of additional options purchased yesterday? Was it 30K or 60K? We know that 11K is attributable to increases in the 300 to 400 strike range, and based on the Optionistics site, it looks like 800 strike increased by 7,000, or from 22,000 OI at open on March 10th to 29,000 OI at open today. It's a total of a hair less than 20,000. Where do you get the rest of that insane range from? I can only attribute a bit under 20K in OI changes to the 300 to 400 and 800 strike prices. There's no chance 40K additional contracts were open at other strikes, so I have no idea where you get the upper part of that range. 30 to 40K in total might be reasonable across all strikes. I don't have time to look at the full range chain right now, but trust me, I will. Too long didn't read number 3. The figures used throughout the post flip between generic and specific, and this makes it difficult to interrogate what is fact. 300 to 400, 800 strike OI increased 20K, and what is conjecture? 40 to 60K OI have changed. I do not believe the upper range of that figure 60K is accurate, and question why a person doing this level of analysis would take a guess here instead of posting the actual figures. This is not due diligence. Pretty darning words from this counter DD. So your 30 to 60K number is maybe 30 to 40K in new OI since yesterday. It's not 60K. How many shares would those new strikes entail if they all come in the money and get exercised? I find this possibility to be extremely unlikely, as a lot of contracts would get sold instead of exercised in order to retain some of the insane IV value, and because it's unclear if all 800 strike buyers can afford to exercise a contract that costs 80K. But let's go with it. Using your high 60K change in OI, this would equate to 6 million new shares needing to be hedged versus yesterday. This is, again, only true if these options end up in the money by tomorrow, and only true if your wild figure that has no basis in factual reality is real. If these strikes aren't in the money, market makers will not fully hedge any of them, and they may in fact already be hedged given that your deltas were all higher yesterday than they are today. You have no idea how many more shares need to be bought, if any, because you aren't making these markets. It could be 1 million, it could be 6 million, it could be 0. If these go in the money, I would agree that the gamma squeeze potential is higher since OI is also higher, and that market makers would have to buy additional shares to hedge these increased deltas. But anything else is conjecture. Too long didn't read number 4. Today's post follows yesterday's in guessing about OI increases intraday. This is again conflating volume with OI. We will not know if and by how much OI changed today until after close. Today's post additionally posits that a gamma squeeze is imminent today or tomorrow to cover the additional OI yesterday, real, and today assumed. The author has no idea if and by how much the market makers have already hedged these strikes. The author fails to address existing delta hedging and fails to address that delta on all of these high strikes calls were higher yesterday, and therefore some hedging has already occurred. Market makers do not have to wait to hedge. They might be doing that for the 800 calls because they're so far out of the money. No one but the market makers themselves know these exact numbers. This is basically, I starting to see why they're all named 1, because it all has to do with conflation of OI and the actual numbers of the contracts added. So in that sense, it could be that Pixel's only mistake is conflating these two throughout his DD. Remember, as of this post, none of these new options are in the money, not even those 300 to 400 strike ones. So market makers are not fully hedging any of them at this point. Delta on the lowest of those 300 is around 0.34 as of this moment. That means that the 300 strike calls are already at 1/3 hedged. The 400 strike price calls have a delta of 0.14, same caveat. So they're 14% hedged, and 800 sit at a delta of 0.02, so they could theoretically be naked. But again, the 312 ones are currently way out of the money. This means that even if the price rockets to 300 to 400, there is no guarantee that the additional hedging will cause the price to hit 800 and then the moon. It seems likely that this could happen, but again, with the 11K increase in 300 to 400 strike OI, this is a maximum of 1.1 million new shares to hedge on that OI increase. If the calls go in the money, that number is not, in fact, 3 to 5 million. Too long didn't read number 5. Even if market makers are under-hedged on these out-of-the-money options, it would not actually matter until those strikes move closer to in the money. Even if that happened, there is no way to be certain that it would propel the price to any specific point. A gamma squeeze could occur at 300 that pushes to 350, or pushes to 400 and squeezes up to 600. It could push to 100K. It could be that we never get close to these strikes being in the money this week, and the guaranteed gamma squeeze doesn't happen at all. And this is important logical news, right? The snowball only works if there's enough snow on the ground. And now that we've sprinkled snow everywhere, where is the push to get these prices in the money? The strike prices need to be in the money in order for the snowball to grow. And as of right now, the conjecture is a guaranteed snowball avalanche. So far, we need a different catalyst to make this catalyst work. I could go on, but this shaisa is getting tiresome, and too long, so here's too long didn't read number 2. You and other smart people need to stop doing this. You need to be more sober in your analysis and more frank and clear in your presentation of data and your conclusions. If you want to be seen as someone with insight, you need to say, I think ABC will happen because of the following factors. It's possible that doesn't happen. If it doesn't, it will likely be because of X, Y, and Z risk factors identified below. This is an unprecedented situation, and while some predictions can be accurate, we won't know exactly what will happen and exactly when it will happen until it does. This is the reason why I was pushing Pixel so much on what, just giving him an excuse of back out of your prediction of if this doesn't happen, like what is your backup plan? And essentially the conversation never really steered in that path. Even during the one out that he was given, like it might happen tomorrow, unfortunately if it doesn't happen tomorrow, he's going to have to come up with a different out. As of right now, it's pretty sobering to hear these counter DDs again. It did seem incredibly bullish on his behalf, maybe overly so, when we heard that original story. So I'm asking you guys now, be civil in the comments, but what do you think about the prediction that the gamma squeeze is inevitable? Because we still have tomorrow to decide. If you guys believe in the stock, if you like it, then you have nothing to worry about. If you guys want to do something that isn't holding or buying, that is entirely up to you, because I'm not a financial advisor and this video is not financial advice. Most importantly, I hope you continue to do your own research and take other people's DD with a big grain of salt. If you guys did want to support the show, the best way to do that is to be one of these guys with the Meatball the Professor tier on Patreon or down in the membership, or the Meatball the Space Legend tier, who is also on Patreon and down in the description below. For now, but not for forever, I will see you in space. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh man, didn't mean to bring the room down. Didn't mean to bring the room down. L Randall LR1 says, while Josh was overinflated, focusing on options from 312, what isn't the point? The real change was at March, April, July calls. Yeah, those DD's routes are off base. So here's two facts, right? We are on the SSR list for tomorrow. So in terms of trading sideways, it's likely the baseline of what the worst thing that could happen, because they cannot short this stock on the way down. So the only way that the stock could plummet tomorrow is with paper hands. That's why we get scissors in the chat, baby. That's why we cut those paper hands out. If people can paper hand because they don't like the stock, because they don't believe in it, then we don't need them anyway. But that is also the only way that the stock actually goes down, right? So people are still feeling very positive in the chat. The chart is glitching. People got moons in the chat. We got real scissors in the chat. We got the profit. The profit is not always right, and that's the main point, right? Is that we aren't always right, but we are at the very least trying our hardest. And honestly, at one point, you are going to have to make a stand, right? Make a stand at the end of the day. If you guys are here because you like the stock, the win condition is immense. You have already won as long as you keep the stock above $4 because they cannot cover. So if you guys ever needed some more copium, some more hopium, come on here and see how energetic the entire crowd is. Because that's what we're here for, to support your journey through education and get you going as far as we can get you going. So if you guys like that message, go ahead, drop a message in the comments after this video is done live streaming, because I want to hear from you, and the YouTube algorithm is looking to see what you guys are going to say when this video is over. I hope you guys have an excellent day. I always stream a little bit after hours to cover a couple of the things that we wanted to discuss. And now is a time for me to say I will see you in the market open for tomorrow for one of the wildest rides that you've ever seen. For now, but not for forever, I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.